Meteorologist Jack Van Meter. Behind me is our radar image, and it's pretty much something that we've gotten used to these past couple days. And you got to remember back last week it was really gray, cloudy, and we had that mist and those downpours that were hit and missed throughout Michiana. Today, dealing with sunshine and cooler temperatures across all of Michiana. Here's a look at future tracks starting right now at 6 o'clock and timing out the rest of your Memorial Day weekend. We can see cloud cover will be moving in, and that's something that we're going to be getting used to, especially for the first half of tomorrow. Temperatures really not going to be cooling down all that much tomorrow. Right before the sun rises at 6, we're going to be seeing those temperatures right around the middle to even higher 40s, and also dealing with pretty cloudy conditions to start off the day. So any early morning Memorial Day festivities, we are still going to be seeing that cloud cover warming up through the 60s by the peak of the day, right around 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, before we clear out the cloud cover and actually start to cool those temperatures back down into the 50s. Here's a look at tomorrow's full forecast. A high temperature of right around 66 degrees, which actually isn't all that bad, but still you got to remember our normal high temperature for this time of year is 72 degrees. So still dealing with the cooler weather, and that's going to be thanks to our north wind at 10 miles an hour. And also another pretty notable event happening in the Hoosier State tomorrow. It's going to be the Indy 500 down in the Circle City. If you are driving down to US 31 for that, this is what you can expect for your forecast. A high temperature of 68 degrees, so just a couple degrees warmer than we will be here. But the best news is we will be staying dry. There was talk of rain earlier in the week for Sunday's forecast for tomorrow. That has been eliminated. Still going to be dealing with those cool and gray conditions. Now, switching gears back here to Michiana, we are still tracking rain chances for the middle of next week. Here's a look at future track, especially earlier in the morning on Wednesday. That's when we're going to be seeing the bulk of the moisture moving through Michiana. But will we see a soaking rain? It's not looking like it, just because we're still far out, and honestly, totals so far that the models have been putting out has been less than a quarter of an inch. And unfortunately, we really need the rain here in Michiana. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast for your Memorial Day forecast on Monday. A high temperature of 70 degrees, and also just watching a couple passing clouds. We're going to keep 70 in the forecast Tuesday and Wednesday, but also on Wednesday, that's when we're going to be transitioning into the rainier conditions here in Michiana and finally trying to warm up on the tail end of next week.